Everyone is asking two questions. Should I wait? Is it a good time to buy right now? Are prices actually dropping? Let's answer all these questions with a realtor. My name is Serhii Titovskyi and I'm a real estate agent in Edmonton and greater area. So if you're planning to buy or to sell or you have any questions related to real estate, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Or if you just scrolling and looking, just trying to get some useful information, it's also all good. I'll be happy to assist you and make this journey for you as easy as it possibly can. What I also gonna do for you, there's gonna be a link linked into the description for my Zoom call. So if you have any questions, you can easily reach out to me and get face to face with me, and we can discuss actually questions that are bothering you right now. Also, I'm gonna attach buyer and seller guide for 2025 that is gonna explain you guys how to get your own house in 2025 with no hassle. And the last but not the least, I will attach the link for my website that is going to include all the real estate for the whole Edmonton greater area, and you can take a look at that yourself and see what is actually active on the market right now. Okay, but let's wrap it up. We're going to go back to the market report and start looking what I actually got for you. We're going to go to I'm just going to make myself a little bit smaller. Okay, this is month of September, and as you're gonna see, all type of properties month to month seeing roughly small decrease, like 1.2% townhouses, 2% detached, and 2% apartments. That is almost flat. It's like $4, $5, $8,000 decrease. It's not that terrible, especially going into winter season. You should understand that market slows down quite a bit going into winter season. So that's what we're kind of expected. But we're still seeing small increase in semi-detached, basically duplexes, in 2% increase. That is great to see, right? But mainly year over year, as you're gonna see, townhouses 4.5% up, detached houses 0.3% up, still up. Duplexes 3.6% up, and apartments 2.3% up. Everybody's saying that right now prices are dropping drastically, and right now is not the best time to buy. You're still seeing that year over year we're still seeing increase in every type of property. There's going to be two different varieties of slides on the PDF. It's going to be Edmonton greater area and city of Edmonton. Data there is going to be completely different. The reason for that is that greater area includes quite a bit of territory around the Edmonton, like Strathcona County, Sherwood Park, St. Albert, Spruce Grove, Stony Plain, Leduc County, Devon, Gibbons, Comer. All this you can find over here. And when you're looking to buy in those properties, please reach out to me and we're gonna set up the call. I will show you exactly what we're looking at and what does it take to get the property in that market, because each of those markets is completely different. Okay, we're mainly in these videos are gonna be talking about Edmonton, city of Edmonton itself. So for new listings, we are 1.5% up month to month. That's almost flat, but year over year we're almost 20% up. That's almost 5,000 more new listings in comparison with the last year. Sales, on the other hand, are a little bit down. So month over month, it's 11.4%. That's roughly 150 sales less. But year over year, we're only minus 5% in sales, but there's still 750 transactions less. That's also quite a bit of a number if you're going to compare 2024 and 2025. But what's interesting, with this 19.2% increase in new listings and minus 5% in sales, we're still only at 3.6% month of inventory, with 5,300 of inventory itself. So what actually month of inventory means? That is how much time is it gonna take us to sell all the inventory that we have on the market, right? So 3.6 is a decent number because that's basically balanced market. Everything that is under 3 is more into the seller's favor. Everything that goes 4 and above, that's more a buyer's market. 3 to 4, this is a balanced market where you have enough time to choose the house that you actually like, and you don't need to rush with your decisions, and you don't need to rush with unconditional offer to get the house, because houses are flying out of hands in a days, right? So that's actually pretty good to see that with such a crazy increase, we're still seeing 3.6 months of inventory. That is pretty balanced market. The last one but not the least is going to be average days on the market. That basically states how much time does it take to sell one or another type of the property, right? Either this is a single family house, duplex, townhouse, apartment. So as you're going to see, we mainly only a couple days more in comparison with last year. Apartments actually getting pretty much quicker in couple days than last year. Duplexes, on another hand, are 7 days longer stay on the market. But in general, for all residential, we're like 40 days out of 38 in comparison with last year. So we're staying pretty much flat. Okay. Then we're gonna go to benchmark price, that is 409 for the month of September. That is only minus 1.2% in comparison with the last month, but it's still 3.5% year over year. And this is benchmark price for all residential, so it includes single family apartments, duplexes, townhouses. Benchmark price for single family home in Edmonton for the month of September was 516,000. So that's 1.2% down in comparison with the last month, but it's still 7.5% in comparison with the last year. That's pretty good increase. Anyway, apartments almost flat year over year, 0.8 minus 1.3 month over month. Townhouses almost flat, almost there was no decrease, 0.4% month over month, but it's still 8.6% year over year. This this graph is quite interesting because we can actually see that huge increase that happened from December of last year till like March, when the prices were going up and up significantly, and the benchmark price went from 390 for all residential to like almost 430, right? So it's like 40,000 increase. Then it was steady from like March to June, right? And then the prices start to correct themselves, and from June to July we can see quite a bit of decrease in like $20,000, and then we were steady June, July, August we start seeing small decrease, September we're seeing decrease, and it's natural because we're going into the winter season, right? We're gonna get an October monthly report in a week or so, and I would say we're gonna see the same tendency. I don't think that it's gonna be significant drop like all the way down. I would say it's more likely to be decreasing slowly, going like to $400,000 mark towards the winter season. The reason being for that is in winter we're still slower in sales because people don't really prefer to move when it's too cold, right? And inventory is still going to be increasing. So due to that fact, I would say we're going to see that the prices are going to be dropping, but not significantly. And going towards the end, I'm just going to show you some quick and interesting graphs that I found for you as well. So this is the comparison of inventory to sales. As you're going to see, our inventory levels roughly the same as July, August, September, roughly the same, right? And if we're going to compare to September of the last year, there's quite a bit of a difference over there. But sale-wise, we're staying roughly in the same position, right? We're just down a little bit from August, quite a bit more from July, but still last year, year to year, we're still holding roughly the same mark. It's a small decrease. What is actually a little bit weird that with that 1,000 increase of the inventory on the market, it still didn't throw us to completely buyer's market that would affect prices significantly to drop, but we're still seeing an average 3.6 month of inventory. That is a great sign. Okay, then we're just gonna go to total sales by the price ranges. As you're gonna see, we don't have a lot under 100,000 anymore. We had quite a bit of sales in 150 to 300,000, but not as much as we had in previous years. I'm just gonna put myself a little bit down that you can see that It's 2025, 2024, 23, 22, 21, right? Then we see decrease in the price ranges 325 to 350, 375, 4, we're roughly the same. Where we actually starting to pick up, it's 475 and going forward, right? So 475 to 550, we see that we get quite a bit of increase in comparison with not mainly last year 2024, but 23, 22, 21. We've seen a huge increase in those price ranges. 575 to 6 and 650 to 7, we see also quite a bit of increase in sales there, and it's actually pretty nice to see that we are seeing quite a bit of sales and transactions in the price range 1 to 1.5 million dollar. It means that our city expands and grows as well, and we attract a lot of buyers. This is just the total inventory by the type. We are definitely seeing quite a bit of increase in single family houses in comparison with last year, a little bit in apartments, and quite a bit also in the townhouses and duplexes, right? We're gonna go to the month of supply. Here we can go more deeply in details what type of property is actually in which favor. So as you're gonna see, single family houses right now 3.5 month of supply. That basically balanced market. Townhouses 3 months of supply, and duplexes are 2.9. So I would say they are also getting to the balanced market, but they're still in the seller's favor a little bit. Apartments, on the other hand, is actually what draws us, right? There are 4.5 months of supply. That's 100% a buyer's market. So if you're looking to buy a condo right now, you definitely can negotiate the price. You can definitely find what you're looking for, because the amount of inventory is insane. Apartments sitting in the market for like 3-4 months, 90 to 120 days easily. This is going to be sales by the price range and type of the properties. As you're going to see, apartments mainly were selling from 100,000 to 250. Mainly they were in 150 to 250,000 dollar range. Townhouses are from 150 to 3. Duplexes from 300 to almost 400,000, and quite a wide range of sales in single family houses. Main sales, I would say like 50 and up, were like from 375 to 650. The biggest amount of sales were like in that sweet spot of 400s, 425, 400 to 500,000 dollars. And it's nice to see that there's also quite a bit of movement, 700s, 800s, 900s, right? 1 to 1.5 million. And there were like couple houses sold in 1.5 to 2 million and 2 to 2.5 million dollars. So what I would actually expect to see, not right now, but probably in 3-4 months, when we're gonna get back to where we usually are, when the market is hot and houses are selling pretty quickly and people are moving from Toronto and BC, that the price ranges are gonna be going towards like 400. So that segment from like 375 to 4 is going to be slowly disappearing, going towards the 400,000, especially with the amount of new built homes. So yeah, and moving towards the end of this video, what I would actually like to do is to sum up all the information that we gathered together, guys. Basically, I hear as a real estate agent a lot that right now is not the best time to buy. And if you're gonna ask your friends or parents or relatives, your co-workers, anybody, when was the best time? When is a good idea to buy? Do you know what they're gonna answer you? They're gonna tell you it was like a month ago, a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, but they never would tell you, oh yeah, dude, it is right now, buy it right now, or like in a month, just wait for a month. No, they will be telling you that the best time was before. You know why? Because they see the results that real estate gave them right now, and they're like, yeah, if I would buy it like 5 years ago, I would make a ton of money on that. So what I would recommend you to do is just take some time, gather some knowledge, make sure that you're well prepared to make a move, and make the move. And in 5 years, you're gonna be looking at yourself as a hero, because yeah, I did it, and I'm right now happy with my decision. Because as you're gonna see, all the segments of real estate is actually moving up. We don't see decrease year over year in all types of properties. We still see increase, and what I would expect is going to be growing all the time, right? If you have any questions or if you want to discuss your personal situation, don't hesitate. Give me a call or text, or there is going to be a link for the Zoom call that we can set up with you for half an hour to an hour and discuss all the questions that you have on your mind right now. Other than that, it was Serhii Titovskyi, once again, real estate agent in Edmonton greater area. Bye bye.